In this video, we're going to continue with Chapter 6, talking about circles. We're going to be discussing circumference and diameter. So, if you recall from polygons, the distance around a polygon is called the perimeter. However, when we talk about the perimeter for a circle, we give it a very special name. We call it, the distance around a circle is called the circumference. Okay, so really it's just the perimeter of a circle. We just have a special name for it. So how do we find the distance around a polygon? Well, a polygon, it's easy. We just find the length of each side and then you add them up. So we will add the length of all sides. But with a circle, we don't have any sides, so we need to have a special formula. So to find circumference, we'll use one of two formulas which are related. So the circumference is either 2 times pi times the radius, or you'll notice that 2 times r, twice the radius, is the diameter, so we could have pi times the diameter. Alright, so either one of these will work. Just depends on what you're given in the problem, but we'll use both of them. Alright, so for finding the perimeter of this regular pentagon, we know it's regular, so we know that all the sides have to be the same length. So the perimeter is going to be 7 centimeters times 5 sides, or 35 centimeters. So remember, perimeter and circumference, those are lengths, and if units are given in the problem, we want to include them in the answer. Now, if we want to find the distance around the circle, we're going to have to find the circumference. Since we're given the radius here is 5 centimeters, I'm going to use the formula circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. So that's 2 times pi times 5, which is 10 pi centimeters, which is approximately 31.4 centimeters. Now, we have two different answers here. This answer, I'll say, is in terms of pi. So if the directions say in terms of pi, you want to have the pi in there. You don't need to put that into your calculator. This is an exact answer. Okay? So even though 10 pi doesn't really make as much sense to us as 31.4, that is an exact answer. Now, the 31.4, this is a decimal estimate. Okay, so again, make sure you read the directions. If I say find it in terms of pi, make sure you leave pi in. If I say find it to the nearest tenth, like in this answer, you would plug pi into your calculator and you would get 31.4. Again, notice we have our units here. Okay, so if you measure the circumference and diameter of a circle and divide the circumference by the diameter, you get a number slightly larger than 3. The more accurate your measurements, the closer your ratio will come to a special number called pi. Okay, pronounced pi like the dessert. Alright, so basically what we're doing here is we're taking our circle, we have our circumference, the distance all the way around, and we have our diameter, and if we take the circumference divided by the diameter, we're going to get pi. Okay, so that's where the number pi actually comes from, and that's true for any circle. So if C is the circumference and D is the diameter of a circle, then there is a number pi such that C equals pi times D, or if D is equal to 2R, where r is the radius, then c is equal to 2 pi r. Alright, so that's the end of this video. If you have questions, make sure you get those answered, and we will see you in the next video.